adrenaline junkie. I'm taking on some of the fastest,
Oh my God!
toughest, and scariest rides in the world. Putting my body through hell.
Whoa.
Because I want to understand the science behind this, and this.
Ready? Ready. Yeah, we're going now.
My journey starts in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. And that guy struggling to ride the camel is me.
Come on, yalla!
Arabia is not the first place you'd think of when planning a trip around the world's most extreme rides.
Hundreds of years ago, the only way a thrill seeker like me could, get an adrenaline rush would have been to race horses or camels.
But recent developments have turned Abu Dhabi into a mecca for adrenaline junkies. They traded in the camels for this. Formula Rossa is the world's fastest roller coaster. It's the star attraction of Ferrari World. This theme park boasts one of the biggest roofs on the planet. A vast cathedral dedicated to speed and glamour. Fernando Alonso's car. It's like I've died and gone to heaven. I tell you what this place needs. There's a few more Ferraris. I'm here to experience the thrill of speed. Formula Rossa hits 240 kilometers per hour in less than 5 seconds. That's faster acceleration than a space rocket. I've never done a ride before where you need safety glasses. Now, you can back out at this point if you want. Yes! Oh, it's nice and slow. Going fast is fun. Oh, man. But the biggest thrill I got was at launch. It's incredible. You just feel like you're melting back into your seat. It's an incredible experience of acceleration. This 8-ton coaster achieves mind-blowing acceleration. I want to find out how it does it. So I meet up with Chief Engineer Roland Zier. My heart's starting to beat slightly harder, and I'm not even on the ride at this point because that looks so ominous.
Yeah, that's where we reached the 241 kilometers an hour. That's top speed.
Obviously, this is all based around the design of a Formula One car, but does this accelerate faster than a Formula One car?
I believe that, yeah. Because we have 16,000 horsepower. A Formula One car has less than 1,000.
Say that again.
16,000 horsepower.
16,000 horsepower.
That's a big car.
The Formula Rossa uses a catapult launch system that was originally developed for aircraft carriers. In fact, the aircraft launched from these ships are one of the few vehicles on the planet that match Formula Rossa's acceleration. It uses the power of hydraulics, just like my water pistol. Hydraulics is the compression of a liquid to create force. So by pumping the air that's going into the water canister, it puts considerable pressure on the water, so that when I fire the trigger, it leaves with considerable force. I want to see how fast the Formula Rossa is compared with a sports car. So, I'm challenging the fastest roller coaster in the world to a race. I'm heading just a stone's throw from Ferrari World to the stunning Yas Marina Formula One circuit. Quite excited at the prospect of not only driving on this circuit, but actually driving a racing car, an open-wheel sports car. I mean, I'm very aware that I'm saying that while I'm driving a Ferrari California, so... The Formula Rossa's track is 2 kilometers long. The circuit I'll be racing is longer, so my finishing point is just before turn 5. So, who's going to win? Their top speeds are identical. The F3000 is 11 times lighter, and the Rossa has a whopping 64 times more horsepower. But the Rossa's incredible power only lasts for 4.9 seconds. After its catapult launch, it's just freewheeling. Whereas my car's got a 3-litre V6 Cosworth engine that I can max out all the way round.
It's going to average around 120 kilometers an hour to beat me on this track. I don't think Neil can do that. I'm faster than him.
What Roland doesn't know is that I've raced rally cars before. And I'm hoping that will give me the edge. I'm left for dust on the start line. I can't afford to spin out on the first corner. Thankfully, my soft rubber slicks have tremendous grip.
That G-force is incredible.
But they're no match for Rossa's track and banked corners.
Nice left turn.
At the halfway point, I'm well behind. But while I'm still pushing this car to its absolute limit, Roland is getting slower. Not that he seems to mind.
Good line, good line. I'm feeling every single one of those 250 brake horsepower right behind me. It feels incredible.
The Rossa is on the final straight. And so am I.
Did I do it? Come on, did I do it?
It turns out I covered the course in 53 seconds.
Yes!
And that's pretty good. Is it possible that I've managed to beat the fastest roller coaster in the world? Now that's what I'm talking about. 53 seconds.
Come on. Come on. That cannot be.
Don't take things that seriously.
50 what?
53 seconds.
That cannot be. Come on, man.
How much did I beat you by?
7 seconds.
You better start fixing that, making it go faster, my friend.
Oh, man. I mean, I have to tell you, I could have gone much faster. At the very end of the launch, up the hill, we had to install some brakes to slow it down.
You have brakes before you get to the first hill?
That's right.
So it's just like me having to brake hard into that first left-hander at the end of the straight. You're doing exactly the same. Incredible.
Yeah.
So you lose all of that speed you've built up?
Not all, but some of it. Yeah, unfortunately. We lose the 7 seconds.
If the Formula Rossa didn't brake before the first hill, then the passengers might get flung out of the train. Slowing down an 8-ton coaster travelling at 240 kilometres per hour isn't easy. but Roland has the answer.
We actually use just magnets and the copper.
Okay.
So there's a magnet on the train which comes in and it slows it down by just going over the copper fins.
So this is copper,
This is copper,
and there's no contact.
no contact at all.
Still can't quite work out how that's going to slow down the...
Well, let me show you this. This is an example. This is your copper, okay? And this is the magnet.
So that's on the train.
That's on the train.
Okay.
So the train moves 60 meters a second. This is stationary, remains here. And what happens? How
It's
long
going
you
to fall
think?
straight through.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's see.
What? That's insane. What's in there?
Nothing.
Whoa. That's some freaky science.
It is.
Brakes like these help keep roller coasters and their passengers within safe limits. But if I want to understand thrills more fully, I need to push my body to the limit and beyond. So I'm going to try the ultimate G-force ride, a human centrifuge. It's enough to make even the most experienced test pilots pass out. And it's my turn next.